Recording this video after close trade Thursday 23rd of August 2012. Hope you had a good day's trading today. Well, that's more like it. About 10 points of range. 1.3 million contracts traded. We're down at 1400. We had a break of better X trend today. So this exhaustion selling, it's kind of X trends kind of flipped the other way. It's possible with that kind of exhaustion selling at that point that we'll kind of come back up and test the top of those ranges. We don't automatically kind of fall into a downtrend until we've kind of had a decent amount of testing and so on. I'm still looking at those weekly charts that are trying to run support to resistance on the risk on kind of charts. So I still think we've got some time to run, but it'll get choppy. I said that last couple of days. Better trend line. We've actually broken through the trend line. This was actually quite a steep rising trend line here. So we've kind of broken into a trend line there. So it's just showing the weakness in the market right now. Today's trading, it's always a little bit tricky when we had about 10 points of range kind of already. This had kind of broken into a strong downtrend by the time the open started. So it's always a question of what do you do. Certainly the first, usually the best thing to do is just to jump on board at the open and just ride it down until you get some kind of support. And there was about 3.5 points of range doing that to that blue professional bar just after the open here. We'd had these jobless claims numbers kind of came out. We had some real weakness. This blue professional bar falling through support area kind of here set this move off. Then the jobless claims kind of came out just at that support level and we kind of fell through. I waited to the pullback, which was pullback in a downtrend on the 1500 tip bar chart for the continuation of this move. And I'd say I'm always waiting for these exhaustion patterns after the open, wanting the full liquidity of the open market rather than an exhaustion pattern kind of pre the open. We got that kind of later on after a pullback to end of trend on this kind of left shoulder on this second pullback to end of trend. But on this move down, look, we're kind of waiting for that, the exhaustion and blue professional bars to come in. And during this whole sequence down, I was short 6.25, not taking profits, not getting out until I'd seen that, and it actually hit my target at 2.25. So that was a nice kind of 4-point trade. Then took a little reversal trade here, which had really nice little setup. We've made our pullback to end of trend exhaustion and bullish divergence, and then we have a little amateur down bar and we break above the highs of that and have a little bit of short covering rally here. Bang. There was another, it was a little bit more than 2 points, but I took out 2 points on the way back up here just as a reaction to that kind of change in trend. And then we kind of messed around in this area until, because that was on the 4500 tip bar chart, the pullback in a downtrend area. So we couldn't get through here. We'd had exhaustion. This is kind of a little bit of short covering rally. Kind of couldn't get through. Blue professional up bars, Rambo patterns, resistance comes in there, and we roll over on the 4500 tip bar chart. You can see that blue professional bar, bang, and then a little bit of a testing bar, amateur up bar there in that sequence, bang, until we get that exhaustion selling on the downside. So now we've made kind of second cyclical turns, or about to make second cyclical turns. We've got these exhaustion selling blue professional bars at the end of the day. I think we could get a little bit of a bounce kind of tomorrow. But yeah, so just on that, how to play these moves after you've had a bit of a strong trend develop overnight into the open. Thing to do is to, if you can stomach it, jump on board right at the open, kind of ride it down. But I was quite happy with my trade. Anyway, I'll tag that on to this video. I hope you traded well today.
Short 625, short 625, and just been waiting and waiting for this setup. So 1500 tip bar chart, we kind of sold off. I think we had jobless claims kind of come out, and anyway, I think we anticipated that with this breakdown kind of here through the support level, bang. Anyway, so we're coming up to a pullback and a downtrend. We've had exhaustion, selling, bullish divergence kind of come in, but this has still got to make pullback to end of trend on the 1500 tip bar chart to be over. This last little kick up, Rambo patterns into it, then blue professional bar, we're coming through the low of that blue professional bar. So just plain pullback to end of trend on the 1500 tip bar chart. Just a minute later, we just dropped through support on the 500 tip bar chart, so another kind of breakdown. Here we go. Previous low was 5 here, 5 exactly, so we just hit that point. So we'll see some stops being run kind of action. So a minute later, just bounced off about 4.5. Blue professional bars on the way up here, not on the way down, so it's kind of a good sign. Professionals still kind of want to get short, so just need to break the lows of that. We've not really seen we had this exhaustion before the open, but I like seeing them after the open anyway. We're running to pullback to end of trend, we've got to see another blue professional bar kind of down here to finish this off. So come on. Well, we had end of trend go off on the 1500 tip bar chart, but it's not kind of a classic pattern really. Just no blue professional bars kind of down here. I'd like to see an exhaustion selling signal during the day, and maybe a flush pattern, something like that. 500 tip bar chart. This is amateur down bars, kind of almost trying to just test at that point. So a little bit nervous about it, but I'm just hoping we're going to break through kind of 4.5 and really run some stops and then get some real activity going. Let's see, this could be it. Still a bit of a downtrend here on the 500 tip bar chart below support, so almost got there. We got to 275. Blue professional bar kind of comes in here. Nothing on 1500 yet, but negative 13,000 big reading. Just a little bit of a spike up to 4s, and hopefully this will turn around and go the other way. Okay, new home sales, I think it just came out, just spiked here. Blue professional bar though initially broke the lows of this. We've got pullback to end of trend to make here. We've had exhaustion selling, kind of a pro signal type deal. Well, it wasn't pro signal because we're not seeing professional bars. It's exhaustion selling down here. Just want another kind of swing down. Just doesn't feel as if that was it. Just sitting through another spike up to 5s. Blue professional bars going the other way now though. Still got this pullback to kind of dirty end of trend to make. We've still not seen blue professional bars kind of down here at the lows. So just out 225.4. Whew, took a while, but we've got this downswing, pullback to end of trend. We're going to make another one on 1500, but still no blue professional bars kind of down there. There's going to be dirty end of trend on the 500 tip bar chart. So finally, it was 4 points. Just had to wait for that setup, the pullback entry, and just write it down. There we go, literally a minute later. Another end of trend goes off on the 500 tip bar chart and end of trend on the 1500 tip bar chart, and there are all the blue professional bars. That's the professionals kind of stepping in, and that's why no reason to get out during this entire move down from pullback through that end of trend, through this activity all the way down. No reason to get out because we hadn't seen an exhaustion selling signal during the day. This one happened pre the open. See one during the day, and then those blue professional bars kind of down there. So it's actually probably a good reversal point at this point, because that will be, I like these exhaustion on the left shoulder, pullback to end of trend. This will be some kind of bullish divergence. Don't think it looks like a flush, but something like that. And for a little bit until you get pullback and a downtrend on the 4500. 225, long 225. Let's just have a little bit of fun here. The reason for doing that, pullback to end of trend's gone off. All the blue professional bars, little amateur down bar sequence here, testing that low. So I'm just going to go for 2. So put my target at 425, and let's just see if we just get a little pop here. From this, we've had exhaustion, bullish divergence, pullback to end of trend, and we just should probably be waiting for the break above the high of that to 3, but why not? Let's see. We've just got up to 3.5. It's Rambo patterns, kind of amateur up bars. Not too worried about that because it's kind of into a tape that's kind of a bit of a vacuum. So we're at 3.5. Just want a little pop to 4. Got resistance kind of due sometime on the 500, but just think we'll get a little bit of a bounce off that low. People just short covering rally maybe, just get pushed out. Let's see if we can get it. Go out at 425 for another 2. Excellent, love it. And just as the blue professional bars kind of came in, there was that was on a little kind of retrace here. One of these was, I think it was this one here. Anyway. Just for an extra 2 off that pullback. Amateur down bar, just kind of testing into that. Bang, we kind of just get a little bit of short covering rallies. 15,000 on better momentum, which is big reading. So yeah, that'll be some kind of exhaustion pattern kind of right there. But anyway, just for another 2. So excellent, 6 points. Very happy. Hope you traded well.